Hello YouTubers, welcome to another awesome tutorial. And today in After Effects I'll be showing you guys how to create a day to night scene. A day to night is a technique whereby you take your shots during the day, then bring it to a composite software like After Effects or Nuke. After some few adjustments, the final outcome will look as if it was shot at night. Now let's take a look at our final result. Here now in After Effects, first of all we're going to import our clip, which is shots during the day. Then we're going to bring in an effect called Volumetric color. Then down to the color wheels, then you're going to bring the midtones to the blue side, then drop down the shadow and just kind of bring the highlight down to make everything look bluish. Then we're going to bring in brightness and contrast. Then we're going to crank up the contrast kind of to a high value or 84. Okay. Then bring the brightness down, impute a value of 84 in the contrast. For my own footage, yours might be different. Then we're going to bring in another effect called hue and saturation. You know, at night things are less saturated, so you're gonna drop down the saturation a little bit, drop down the lightness also. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You should try to make things easy. First, I would have created an adjustment layer before doing that. So what I did is I copied my effect and pasted it on the adjustment layer. Now we are going to rename this layer day to night to just keep things organized. Search for the levels effect. Take your white slider down to the middle. Just drag the slider down backwards. I give the input white value a value of 1. Just keep on tweaking. Yours might be different. It all depends on the kind of shots you are using. You can see the before and after now, but we are not yet done. Okay. Yeah, I downloaded this footage from this picture. I downloaded this picture from Google, so you can just search that and just bring in this. So we are going to max this window because that's what we're going to use for the illumination of the window to look as if there's a light coming out from the building. So I need to just off this day tonight so I can see what I'm doing here. Just take it there. Then I need to scale and put in the right position. Just take your shape tool, then adjust to fit in. Okay. Now you can see what we have. Now we're going to feather the edges so it to look sharp, so we can have this kind of glow coming out from um, the edges. I think I'm going to duplicate, or let me put it to normal. Okay, please, if in case you have not seen the tutorial I did on Nuke, you can go ahead and check it out, how we achieve the same kind of effects using the Nuke. You don't mind if you're a beginner too, you can follow along and check. Now welcome back. Now I downloaded this kind of light beam or Lightray, yeah, comment. So from the window, you can just check that out on Google. So what we are doing here, we're trying to kind of make these two things blend and make it look as if it's really coming out from there. So I'm trying to make things fit right now. Search for the color balance. Trying to blend the color in so that it look right. Okay, let's use curves. The red channel. Oh, it seems as if nothing is working here. Okay, bring back down the opacity, then search for Gaussian blur. I'm gonna blur things out. I'll give it a high value, like as if it's all fogged, and change the blending mode to add. Or let's try some, anyone that works with your shots. What we're doing here, we're just trying to test things and different, probably different shots, different techniques. So you're just gonna play with the blending mode and see the one that fits your shot. Now I need, I duplicated the window to kind of have some variation in the building. All right. Let's stretch out this one a little bit. Drop down the opacity. I duplicated the opacity, the fog layer, then trying to rotate it onto our second window layer. Bring the opacity down to 20%, so at least it could be visible. Yeah, this is the before and after. Now we're going to max the building so that we can put our this kind of rotoscoping, yeah, or masking, anyone you call it. So we want to put in our moon, because if you check the final results, you kind of see like the moon behind the building. So we'll just do a rough max here. Alright. Yeah, this is the moon I downloaded from Google. Then change the blending mode to overlay. Try to increase the size a little bit. Then search for the glow effect. Increase the radius. And the intensity also, to have the moon kind of lit up. So now we are going to go into the so you increase the blur, the Gaussian blur, and kind of reduce the opacity. Let's change that back to overlay or lighting. Okay, I think lighting works best for this. Now let's go to okay, let's delete that one, bring in another levels. Now we're going to go into the blue channel. Then let's set some values here. I think it's just probably dragging the slider down to give you the same thing as imputing the value there. Let's go to the alpha channel. Actually, nothing works. Yeah, I'm just trying to test something out. I think it's looking more better than the way it was looking before. It all depends on your choice and what you prefer. But I prefer having a little bit of like these green things. Okay. We're almost there. I'm not looking interesting here, but after some tweaking, I think we're gonna add um camera shake. Then we're gonna do some little bit of animation, camera animation, and I think to make it more interesting, then bring in the stars also to just tweak the sky a little bit, take it to the up layer. Then we're gonna change the blending mode to hard. Then let's add glow. Oh, sorry, Gaussian blur, so that the stars will look crispy and just kind of die down the details. And yeah, adding glow too. Yeah, add a little bit of glow. Bring down the opacity. You have a little bit of these colors now. I think it's looking interesting. With a little bit of tweaking in this color wheels, kind of looking more of our final results. Just take them on, put it in an interesting place. Increase the Gaussian blur. Put the glow at the top in the effects layout. Yeah, we're much done here. So select all and pre-compose. Then I rename this to all, but you can rename to whatever you want to name it as. So I'm now just going to add some camera shake to just make things look a little bit interesting and add some black bars and add some vignette, or just do some camera movement by animating the scale. So now I'm going to pick quick this to the null object which I just create. So when I press play, this is gonna like move a little bit. So now add CC jaws to just have these black bars to kind of make it look a little bit cinematic. Okay, as you can see, scale, you can see we have a little bit of movement. Alright, so now we are going to animate the scale. So as you look as if we're kind of the camera is kind of panning in. So add your keyframe, then scale. Yeah, as you can see now, look as if the camera is panning into the building or into the house. I also animated the layer, the window layer, to kind of go off and on. As you can see here, I animated the opacity to go from 100 to 0. Yeah, I animated the opacity